everybody. Welcome to Writers with Purpose. I'm your host, Melvese from Written Words Publishing. At Written Words Publishing, we envision a world where every storyteller, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to share their voice, shape narratives, and impact the world through the written word. If you value powerful storytelling, do me a favor, like this video, follow this channel, subscribe to this channel, share this with anybody you know who may be interested. I'm pretty sure there's something that we're going to say today that somebody out there needs to hear, okay? Because tonight's book dives into the rhythm of real life, okay, y'all? The Eclectic Mind of Vee is a powerful collection of original poetry that explores everything from art and identity to blackness and the complexities of the world we're living in today. It's raw, reflective, and unapologetically expressive. So get ready to feel every word, y'all. First of all, before we bring our guest author, Waterfall Adams, onto the stage, y'all, I I just want to give you all the definition of eclectic. Okay, producer, did you do that, producer? Did you do that? Okay. Well, this is Waterfall. Thank you. Welcome to the show, Waterfall. How you doing today?
Finding you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my producer after the show because he's clicking buttons he's not supposed to be clicking. But that's all good, y'all. Oh my goodness, I had the definition ready, and I got distracted. Eclectic. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Selecting or choosing from various sources, made up of what is selected from different sources, not following any one system as of philosophy, medicine, etc., but selecting and using what are considered the best elements of all systems. Noting or pertaining to works of architecture, decoration, landscaping produced by a certain person during a certain time period. Yeah, it was an eclectic period of history. But here, I believe we're talking about choosing from various resources and using what's made up of what is selected from different resources. We're gonna ask Waterfall about that today. How you doing today, Waterfall?
Finding you.
All right. Well, tell us something about yourself and tell us your purpose for writing the Eclectic Mind of V.
Well, my pen and stage name is Waterfall Adams. I am based in Mobile, Alabama. I have here's my book right here because this year marks the fifth anniversary. This book was self-published. Well, I've always wanted to write a book one day. It's one of the things I could do with my degree in art history with a minor in dramatic arts. And the publishing path I chose is self-publishing because I have more like control over my works that way.
Yes. There are a lot of authors. So there's multiple ways to publish. You have the traditional route, you have the self-publishing
And it's
route,
hybrid.
you have the hybrid route, and a lot of authors choose to go the self-publishing route so they can have total control. It's just for all you authors out there that are seeking the self-publishing route, just remember you are responsible for all of it. You have to make
Yes.
sure it's edited properly. You're responsible for the cover, for the formatting, for the
Yes.
distribution, for the marketing, for everything. So just keep
Yes.
that keep
And there's
that in
been a
mind.
company that's been helping me with the marketing promotion. It's a digital company and a marketing company in Nigeria called Precious Digital Marketing Agency, ran by Precious Agility Gillian, where he made my logo. He
Okay.
the company has done my like the trailers and the promos of my first two books, and we're currently discussing the marketing promotion of my third book.
So did you find that, because I now see I'm in a lot of groups and spaces with other authors and other publishers. Did you find that using a marketing expert was beneficial? Was it worth the money?
Yes, it was. He's affordable because he has clients in different countries. Like there's such a thing called globalization and outsourcing. Because, for example, he had clients that he's more affordable than if they were find a digital marketing agency in their own country. For example, like the United States, they could charge around $2,000.
Mm. Okay, okay. Yeah, that a lot of people do go overseas for certain tasks, because a lot of times when you do go overseas you can get it for a more affordable rate, but it's not always about the affordability too, it's about the quality, you know?
Yes,
So yeah, so I'm glad that you were able to find somebody to assist you with marketing. I'm going to look into his
his
company
marketing
and see
promotion.
what he has to offer. That's awesome. Well, let's dig into your book. Why eclectic? I read the definition. What does that word reveal about you as a poem? What made you
Well,
decide to put that word in your title?
Well, with this poem, it has different different poems about different topics, not just many poems, but just one topic though.
Right. So you call you're covering an eclectic range of
Yes.
topics. Yes. Okay. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Well, when someone finishes reading all the poems in the Eclectic Mind of Vee, what do you want them to feel? Not what are they going to think about what they just
Like
read. What are they going to feel?
well, that poetry is not old fashioned. Some of the topics are relevant in the times that we were living as this book was self published.
So what are some of the topics that you touched on in the book?
Like this poem in particular, it's called Real Job.
Okay.
And I'll break
Let's
it
hear it.
down for you after I'm done reading it. So here we go.
Okay. Okay.
Get a real job, they say. A respectable job, they say. Stable job, they say. Now, that's the biggest joke I ever heard. Really, what is a real job exactly? They say it's something you should get after high school. They say it's something that's easy to get. They say it's also more respectable, like a teacher, an accountant, or a postal worker. Sometimes you don't get respect from a respectable job. Your parents always give advice, but on not how to get the job. In the 21st century, the digital age, it's not the same old application and interview process, especially since back in the so called good old days, back in my day. It seems like they want you to have that job rather than you wanting that job for yourself. No matter the interview, the same questions always asked. Why do you want to work here? Can't really think of a good answer like other than it's because I'm broke, damn it. You feel utterly worthless when you can't even get a job at a fast food joint or a regular 9 to 5. So, the definition of a real job is something is not what it seems to be anymore. Thank you.
That was good, y'all. That was good, y'all.
Thank
Anybody
you.
who's watching, if you enjoyed that, put some claps or some hearts or something in the chat.
Thank you.
That was real good. I like that. Yeah, what is a real job nowadays? What's a real job? Things are so much different now. Everything is electronic, and yeah, interview
Yeah,
process.
because
They
I
got
yeah I
bots.
realized that when like for example I took a like a class at when I was at University of South Alabama, which I graduated in December 2013. called like the job campaign, teaches people how to get jobs. Like it's all like resumes got to be in like some type of paper or whatever. But by the time I graduated, it's not like what I was taught at all. It's
Mm.
text hire to this number, attach your resume and oh yeah, cover letter to this email address. Go on our website and see if we have anything available.
Yeah, everything is different. Is different now. So yeah. So I mean, your book is touching on, yeah, that's definitely a modern day issue. So how important is it for you to use poetry as a voice for the truth? Because
Y-
yeah,
Well,
a real
sometimes
job.
yeah, sometimes poetry could talk about classic things like love, sex, and politics. Sometimes it could be about like anger or the job market, many other things that hadn't been written in the poetic form.
Mm, that's true. Well, with your book touching on so many different topics, did you write the Eclectic Mind of Vee for yourself, or did you write it for your audience?
Well, I wrote it for like I think bit myself and my audience. It was some of these poems were like poems I've written before. It's just I always want to write a book one day. It's just the poems were there, but the title wasn't.
Mm. When did you come up with the title?
Well, just looking over my poems and just looked at them and I see they're a different topic, so why not?
That makes sense. That may it all ties in. It all really does tie in together. Was there any poem in your collection that was difficult for you to write, or that you thought, maybe I don't want to share this with the whole entire
Well,
world?
I haven't met a poem like that before.
Mm.
Well, another of this is haiku called Flags of Losers. It's a haiku. Want to hear it?
Sure.
Here it is. Dixie, rebel flag, Nazi, right wing, swastika, surrendered, losers.
What's the title of that poem?
Flags of losers.
Flags of losers. Wow. Yeah, you just laid it right out there, totally and completely unapologetically. Well, what what's the word I'm looking for? What areas of blackness have you addressed in your poetry? Like
Well,
what
there
have
are some poems right here. Here's some about yeah, this poem right here in particular is called Who Are You Trying to Look Like? That's one
Mhm.
of black issues. So, you tell me my skin is too dark, so I use makeup or even bleach my skin.
Mhm.
You tell me my nose is too big, so I got to get that reduced. You tell me my lips are too big, I got to get them reduced too. You tell me my ass is too big, damn, I got to get that reduced as well. You tell me my hair is too unruly, so I
Mhm.
straighten my hair, even if it requires chemical warfare to achieve that good hair. But here's the kicker. You go out in the sun or a or to tanning in a salon to darken your skin. You go incognito to a plastic surgeon. Uh, Here you walk out with lips swole on collagen. Depending on what you can afford, you have injection shot in your ass cheeks and hips, and you style your hair with that certain Afrocentric panache, like it's a fashion trend. Who are you trying to look like right now? Me. Thank you.
That is for sure. That is for sure. Oh my goodness. And while so many people spending so much time trying to straighten their hair and dark, light in their skin. You got the other side doing the total opposite. It's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's
like for
crazy.
example, Bantu knots. Some fashion magazine called it mini buns.
Mm,
Those boxer braids, they call it Kim Kardashian braids.
mm.
Like those two braids kind of slip like
Mhm.
this.
Like two French braids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. That all came from us. That all came from us. Yeah. Do you know there was even a time where there was a law in the country? Oh my
It's
goodness, what was
T-gun
the
law.
name?
It started with
Yes,
a T.
the Tegon law. Yes, yes, where there was a, I forget what state it was in. It might have been
Louisiana.
Tennessee, Louisiana. I know it was one of them southern states where there was like a governor's wife who, you know, felt threatened by black women's hair, and then they made a law where black women had to wear,
The
you know,
scarf in public.
a
But
scarf or a
then
bonnet
but
or something on their head to be out in
oh
public. That was
but
crazy.
then black women decorated them head wraps. Like with feathers and
Exactly.
brooches and jewels and stuff.
Exactly, because the bottom line is you can't hold us down, you can't keep us back. That's just the bottom
Yeah,
line.
it's just that the reason we were called colored because we come in so many colors.
Mm,
And there's like what black women who are like so light they can pass for white.
hmm. Yeah, all different shades, and not only that, I mean, you could be one mother and have five children and come out five totally different shades.
Yeah, kind of like with my mother, and her siblings. Yeah,
They're
whenever.
all different shades like that.
Yeah, it's just that my mother, she has a brother and three sisters. Like whenever you're on social media, look at my mom and look at her three sisters. Look at my
Mm,
look, yeah. And
mm.
speaking of like colorism,
Oh, she got another one, y'all. She got another one.
it's called "Have we not learned anything at all?"
Mm,
I thought we moved past the one drop rule. I thought we moved beyond the paper bag test. I thought we moved beyond the pencil test. I thought we moved beyond having combs at doors of a church. Hashtag team light skin, hashtag team brown skin, hashtag team dark skin. Don't you realize that this is a system that was used to divide, conquer, and destroy an entire people? It's bad enough when other people judge us by the tints and shades of our skin, but it's even worse when we do it to ourselves.
that is true. That is true. I mean, it's so sad but true that we are like one of the only divided races, and we could be divided
And
by something
and
just as
oh,
simple
it's not just a black
as
problem.
cancer.
It's an Indian, it's an Asian problem, and you will not believe Hispanic Latino problem, and you won't believe
Mm,
this. It's also a white problem.
really?
Really, because no
Wow.
matter because like pale like lighter skin, pale skin is or usually look like say like high status or femininity, fragility or something.
Mm.
And there's
Wow.
also media that deals with colorism, like Spike Lee's School Days. And there's
Hmm.
a show from the '80s start with Tim Reed and his wife Daphne Maxwell Reed called Frank's Place. There's an episode there called Frank Joins the Club where he tries to join like a lodge or whatever. And there's this one particular lodge that does that does like the paper bag test like back in the day or
Really?
probably still did it. Yeah, check
Wow.
that out.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, I would not be surprised at anything that we find that's going on nowadays with, nothing new. There's nothing new going on. Everything, it's just recycled and presented in a more modern fashion,
Yeah.
maybe a technical fashion, but the underlying message is still the same. Well, I like the messages that you are giving out in your poetry. Tell us where we can purchase your book.
Well, the Eclectic Mind of Vee, it is available on Amazon and other outlets. And what you see is a cover of the ebook version, and I am holding the paperback version. and I'm trying to get the audiobook version together.
Oh, okay, great. So, what route are you taking for the audiobook? Are you narrating it yourself, or did you hire a narrator? Or are you going to
Well, I
use
plan on using
digital?
like a recording studio ran by a poetry duo called Halo City, where I'm trying to afford the studio time.
Mm, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, and so you're going to use their studio, and you're going to do the voice yourself.
Yes,
Okay, that would be great. Yeah, I think that I mean, who else can read your poetry like you?
yes. And have you heard of ACX? I heard like if you hire somebody to do it for you, read it for you, I heard it's like a royalty split.
So okay, y'all, let's dig into the realm of audiobooks. So you have options. Um, Sometimes you may be able to find a narrator who would be willing to split the royalties with you. That would be their fee. At other times, you may have to just pay the narrator their fee up front, and then your royalties are all yours. Other times you may be your own narrator. So like
Right.
Waterfall was saying, you could go and rent a studio and narrate the book yourself. Or they also have now available the AI option where you can have AI narrate your book. So there are different options. It's all a matter of your budget and what you want your end result to be.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So tell us what else. You mentioned that you have a third book coming out. So what is that book going to be about?
Well, it's called Make Money While Sitting on Your Ass, a no nonsense ways to getting paid. Well, I'm trying to find an editor for that one. What inspired the book was like my own frustrations, like my own experience with the like the traditional like job market, how it's changing. The 2020 pandemic inspired it,
Oh,
and I like work from home or anywhere gigs and just ideas to give to people. And when a book comes out, please read the disclaimer.
yeah. Oh, the disclaimer. Okay. Did you okay, y'all. She said read the disclaimer. That must be a reason why there's going to be a disclaimer. And just a shameless plug for you all out there. If you are looking for a reputable publisher, editor, you need formatting, you need a good ghostwriter, visit writtenwordspublishing.com. We provide all of those services, and you also want to come and explore our great catalog of books. I didn't realize that those banners were going into the top like that. Yes, yes, yes. So that's just a shameless plug right there. All right, Waterfall. Well, thank you so much for coming and being a guest on Writers with Purpose. It was great having you here. I
Well, I'm
enjoyed
glad
the
to be here.
yes, I enjoyed the poems that you read, and hopefully, if you're out there and you know somebody who will be interested in the eclectic mind of V, go ahead and share this video with them. You know, it's all he's talking all
Mhm.
things. Somebody's gonna get something out of one or two or three or four of those poems. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So one of our guests here says he's still stuck on the definition of eclectic. Let me read it
Ooh.
for you again. Well, okay, let's see. I mean, because you, I mean, you described it. You described eclectic in your own words, V. Go ahead.
Well, it's about like different topics and like a mixture of different things.
hmm Yeah, so selecting or choosing from various sources. So that's basically meaning that you took a whole bunch of stuff and pulled something from here and there and there and there and there and pulled something from everywhere and put it all together. Selecting or choosing from various sources. That is the definition of eclectic, the first definition. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for watching the show today. And you all, like I said, don't forget to follow and like and subscribe and share. And we will see you all on the next episode of Writers with Purpose. Y'all have a great day.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye, everybody.